Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all your updates. Right, set for today's video. Beer's courtesy of my friend Judd. Thanks so much, Judd. I really appreciate it. And he likes throwing in these, non-alcoholic beers into the rotation. And he says this is his favorite one, and he gave me a bottle. We've been talking about it a lot, so I really appreciate it. So again, thank you. I have actually done a non-alcoholic beer review. It was a mystery beer, so I didn't know that it was. So I'm kind of excited to go in knowing this time. This one says 0 alcohol. It doesn't even have the 0.5%. It's Heineken premium quality. Then it did look like it had some stuff on the back. Heineken's unique 0.0 recipe is brewed with pure malt and special A yeast, just like the original Heineken lager beer. Heineken 0.0 brewed with pure malt with a premium taste without alcohol. Well, that's all it says. Calories, 69 calories. Carbohydrates, 16 grams. 0 fat, 0 protein. About everything that's on there. Traditional green bottle. Let's get into it. Oh, it's Tuesday. Didn't even mention that. And on Tuesdays, I try to test my palate, and I figured a Heineken, let alone a Heineken that has no alcohol, would be the perfect kind of a beer for me to test my palate. All right. So it definitely looks like what I think a crispy Pilsner lager looks like. It has that yellow straw. It's very easy to see through. It's maybe a hair lighter. I mean, it looks like, we talk about filtered beers, like that looks about as filtered as can be. But it actually kind of reminds me of a very light, like green tea. If you ever like brew green tea and then put into a clear vessel, kind of looks like that a little bit. The head is white, period. Tiny bubbles. They're going away pretty quickly, but there's like a little island of some of the bigger ones that have formed in the center. But it's very much just like these teeny tiny white bubbles. You know, looks the part. Let's get into the aroma. Man, it takes me back. You know, I haven't had a Heineken in a while. I mean, you get that lagered funk, that kombucha without the vinegarness. Like, you just get that fermentation note. You do get some of that like outdoor wet straw, like wet bales of hay. You get a little bit of that. There's a sweetness. It's not strong apple, but you do get like a little bit of a green apple. But yeah, that earthy, again, I say funky, which I think makes people think like, you know, horse blanket or whatever. Not that far out, but like you do get that thing for sure. It actually smells like I thought it would. It doesn't like sometimes you can get like, and they probably are using corn, but like, or like high fructose corn syrup or something. Maybe they do, I don't know. But I don't get that corn thing at all, like creamed corn. I don't get any of that. Anyway, smells good. Let's get into the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Judd. I'm gonna tell you what, that's not missing. Like, and again, I haven't had a Heineken in a while, but like, I'll say this: drinking this, I'm not longing for something that I'm missing. I'm not like, oh, I see, you had to cut out this flavor that I also pick up on, or worse, like, to get to this 0 alcohol. It actually, again, I'm not doing side by side, but it drinks pretty spot on. It definitely drinks like a beer, period. Not like a beer minus stuff, you know? It's funny, I mentioned the lack of corn in the aroma. I get a slight like corniness. You do get that earthy thing, that lagered fermentation taste. These beers are so delicate. You know, it's not that it's just dawning on me, but it's kind of interesting. You know, if I have these, you know, big double IPAs or stouts aged in bourbon barrels or whatever, it's easy not to really taste the fermentation that's left. Where something as light and delicate as this, that does, it allows that to come to the forefront, right? So like you really get that in such an interesting way coming from what I typically drink. There is a nice crispness to it. some sweetness, but not overly sweet. And yeah, you really did that like yeasty fermentation thing. A little bit grassy. A little grassy. I'm impressed. I'm going to tell you what, I'm impressed. This really doesn't drink like it's missing the alcohol or like it's some sort of Frankenstein beer, you know? Like, okay, well done. Have you had this beer before? Have you had regular Heineken lately? You're like, well, this is what I tasted in that beer, so maybe they are, you know, different tasting beers. Have you had other non-alcoholic beers? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both of those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.